To shirt or not to shirt? That is the question. We're just going to keep it real for you because we don't wear shirts. We're living on an island here. Welcome back to Raw, Vibrant Rejuvenation. Your favorite show, I know. I have a very, very dear guest, dear friend with me for today's show. David, or you can call him David.
In Swedish it's David.
Yep.
But all good.
This guy is amazing. We met in Mexico. We went through a hurricane together, actually, like literally. We had to leave our hotel, or we had to leave our bungalows by the beach to stay in a hotel. And yeah, first hurricane that we've ever been in, right?
That's the biggest and first one I've been in. Yeah, that's for sure. Unexpected one. Yeah.
It was quite a ride. It's quite a ride, and this guy's journey. It's been about a year since we've known each other now, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy has an incredible story. He's been so fun to watch, just expand and expand and expand. He was already like doing so much work when I met him, particularly the emotional and all of his inner practices, but he started to really strengthen in a lot of that stuff even more when he went into the deep juice fast that we're going to talk about. How many days was it, man?
139.
139.
Yeah.
So long.
Yeah. And now 139 more days has passed since then. Half a year has passed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went on the fast for 3. I committed for 3 days. But this man right here, he just made a joke that you should probably go for 90, 100 days. So I thought it was a joke, but yeah, the more I got to hear this message, how important it is, and how not so difficult also it can be. It's not easy, but it's not also that unimaginable as one might think. The more I heard the message, the more I started to embody it, and I started with 3 days, and then it turned into 7. Okay, I can commit to 7. I know that because this energy that I feel on this is incredible and unexpected. And after 7 days, I remember I recommitted to 21 days, and then to 42, and then to kind of, I was a bit scared to go all the way to 90, but that's what I kind of did. Yeah, you get the idea. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
I just kept telling him, look, you gotta go 90 days at least to get the mucoid plaque out, right? Like John Rose talks about. But I'm like, shoot for 100, shoot for that. And then he just kept building. He had that seed planted, and he just kept. I've never seen someone in so much energy for a lot of not all of it, but a lot of the fast. This guy was going through the ecstatic dance, doing yoga, and he was just feeling amazing compared to most people with the issues that he had. So it's the first one. This was the long one. He's on day 6 again of another juice fast. How long are you gonna try to go this time, man?
Why change your winning recipe, right? This is actually my longest fast since then. Yeah, I did 3 days or something like that twice since then. So now I'm on day 6, and my commitment was 7 days. So here we go again. Tomorrow, I feel I'm ready to do the 21-day commitment again. It's no doubt I'm gonna be able to do that for sure. And I'm doing it like the biggest motivating thing the biggest motivation for me is to get the mucoid plaque out, because what I've been doing since the fast, I saw how much came out of me up until the very last day, 139. I didn't want to stop at that time also, but because I saw how much crap it was just released, it's unimaginable, like it's mind blowing how much stuff is in there. And yeah, so I kind of did not complete my mission, and that I'm definitely, yeah, sooner or later I'm gonna do it. Maybe it'll happen this fast, maybe not, but I'm gonna take out what I put in and maybe more this time. That's hopefully more. That's that's what motivates me the most, because I know that this is creating all my different symptoms. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's crazy that almost 5 months on juice and he was still pooping. I was like, dude, I kept pushing him. I was surprised because he just kept going longer, and I was like, I kept pushing him. At one point, he was going really hard on the OJ, the orange juice, the liquid sunshine. We love slamming orange juice, who doesn't when it's good quality, right? But he was heavy on the fruit juices, right? And I see it a lot where you don't always have that long game. If you can do a long just fruit juice fast, but it's not always totally necessary. Sometimes just I remember when you were feeling really kind of weak and you were like, and you were having doubts and all sorts of things like we all have.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, get some celery, get some greens, and it was just like, whoa. You could this dude just kept going way longer. I mean, he juiced through a hurricane. He juiced from we were in Playa del Carmen, and then we flew to Mazunte. So this guy juiced while traveling. Like, I have to say, like, no excuses.
Get on the juices.
No excuses. Get on the juices, guys, because there's always some sort of excuse. There's not, something isn't perfect in my life and I can't start. You got to just start. Like, this guy's determination and his level, like I said, of his not only doing the juices and then some herbs and everything else that comes with it, but also the emotional stuff and the spiritual, the mental, all of these other parts of health. That's why he was so successful, and that's really, I just wanted to say that, but yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. The mind, controlling the mind has a lot to do with this. It's not hard for the body. It can be, of course, but yeah, I don't know how to say this exactly, but
right.
It has a lot to do with the mind. Yeah,
it's all mindset, really. There's so much mindset, guys. So this new fast is more for spiritual reasons, maybe for the inner calling, or because you guys gotta hear about all the symptoms he had prior to his 139 days. He had some very intense stuff going on, and he wiped a lot of it totally clean. So this new one is more. It's not as much like I remember when I met him, he was like, he didn't, like I told you when I saw you a week ago. I was like, dude, I can tell you have such healthy tissue. You're not like one of those skinny fruitarian dudes, You're balanced, and I can just tell, like I could see like his aura, everything just changed. Like so amazing. The healing that he has done is just extraordinary. And so what symptoms did you have when I met you a year ago?
My list is around 100 things.
Yeah, right.
Not 100, but actually I came up to I think 20 or 30 actually.
Really?
But it's just
Yeah.
That's long ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But the main things, the main thing that I cleared was was the cyst in my left testicle. Yeah, I had the left testicle cyst, and that simply then it moved away. Uh,
It's
I think
amazing.
I think it happened around 100 days or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah. Uh,
That's incredible. Thank you for sharing. I know it can be a little. It's a lot to share these personal things, but
yeah, if the cyst is on the knee, anybody talks about it.
yeah, right, exactly.
And on the here,
Yeah.
it's also okay, and here is also okay, but here,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, exactly.
But what world are we in?
It's an upside down one for sure. So it's a weird one. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. So that's with the ovarian cysts and the testicle cysts. Those can be challenging. So props. And what other things did you have going on?
Brain fog, fatigue. I remember my vision got very much improved very fast. Actually, like within the first 10 days, I think. I was not too aware of that I had a bad compromised vision, but I noticed it when I went on the juices. Yeah, the energy, the excitement for the enthusiasm I felt for life that came along with it. That was also within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's mind blowing. Yeah, the biggest thing I I don't know, but one of the biggest things I learned, and like I said, I'm motivated to get the colon clean. That's like the big thing that I always think about, because I just understand now, like if the belly is big, or if you have, I don't want to repeat myself, but
No, it's true.
yeah, whatever symptom we have, we're backed up.
Full of it. We're all
Yeah.
full of it.
Yeah.
He had like hypothyroid type things.
Yeah.
We don't really, on my channel, I don't treat symptoms, and I don't believe in these made up diseases, but he had like Hashimoto's type symptoms, hypothyroid, bunch of like you said, a bunch of so much stuff. Weak, frail, a little, not super frail, but kind of frail. Yeah. Different, man. And then, so we didn't have that much herbs with us at the time, right? And for those of you guys on a budget, that's why I always say, like, if you can't afford the herbs and stuff, do a 90-day juice fast. I'm telling you, it will change your freaking life. Because we only had a little bit of herbs with us because like I said, we were traveling, and he still healed all this stuff with. We had a little bit of Dr. Morse's Heal All Tea, Dr. Morse's stomach tea, Dr. Morse's kidney tea, and then we had a little bit of lymphatic herbs, and then we were able to find you some tincture for your nervous system and your circulation and your adrenal glands. But it wasn't like a full bang-in protocol that I would put most people on. But yeah, we did actually have some of Dr. Morse's lymphatic 5, which has been changed since then. It's one of them with the blood roots in it, which is like a total tumor puller outer. That stuff is really powerful. And I was like, wow. I was like, well, as long as we have the kidney tea and we had a little bit of kidney herbs, I was like, yeah, you can try this Lymph 5, just because normally I wouldn't do that, but he was already deep into his process of the juices, and his kidneys were moving, and we had the kidney herbs, and I was like, well, I happen to have a bottle of this lymphatic 5, and I was like, just try a little bit, and like this guy was taking this stuff, and I know that had some to do with it, but it wasn't like he wasn't taking a full herbal regimen for the 5 months. It was just like a very, like, I mean, it can get pricey with you can spend $300 a week on herbs sometimes, you know. So he was able to heal the stuff without the herbs, and it's just amazing. So I wanted to explain that. Yeah, I hope the lighting is going to be okay. Yeah, we got 15 minutes here, so yeah, it's like sometimes when we look away, I apologize. It's not the best camera. I keep breaking cameras and stuff, and it's hard. It's hard when you're rolling around the world and when it's burning down and being built back up at the same time, right? What a time.
The world, yeah.
Yeah.
Times of revelations, times of which means times of destructions too, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's been a wild freaking ride, man.
It is, yeah.
So let's talk about when you broke the fast, all right? This guy broke the fast like a champ. I think, how many days did you just stay on fruit? A lot.
After the...
Yeah, when you broke the fast. Wait, did you do the prune test?
Yeah.
Okay, so he followed a lot of the John Rose protocol pretty much to the T with some additions, but
I felt a little bit ridiculous doing the prune test because I knew I wouldn't pass it because up until the end, like I said, the big amounts were still coming out daily. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually broke the fast, for two reasons, I guess. One was I felt quite weak, so, and also I don't know how much mind related it was that I believed I had to quit and I need energy. That was one reason. The second one, I had to travel within 3 weeks to Thailand, which was I don't know, 40-hour ride, and I've done this mistake before. Don't travel if you're weak after a fast. Don't never do this. Yeah.
Well, you did like 21-day water fast in Costa Rica a long time ago, right?
Yeah, 5 years ago. Yeah.
5 years ago, and then he got on a plane to Thailand shortly after that. Yeah. No.
It felt like I was killed. I really believed I was gonna die, literally. Like, I even asked the flight attendant. I asked her something like, "Am I dying?" They were giving me all these clothes and layer after layer. I was so weak. So since that experience, I was terrified of any kind of fasting. Yeah. Kind of. I've been doing some short work in between, but yeah,
he made the right call.
Much easier.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. No, he made the right call. Just with the whole. Yeah, you don't want to be trying to scramble around at an airport trying to find a little bit of orange juice, or it's just impossible. It's impossible to get enough, right? You need to drink a lot. And so, how many days were you on fruit when you broke the fast?
Yeah, I don't remember. I can't remember.
I know he was very, very, very good. I think it was probably 3 weeks or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very impressive. He was very good, and
2 weeks maybe.
2 weeks. 2 weeks is, some will say you need to go longer, but you know what? 2 weeks is still very freaking impressive. And then he stayed pretty raw for a little while, right? Or no? Did we go into the pizza land? I don't know.
that took a while, but I did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I shouldn't. I will not say that I'm ashamed of it. It's just very addictive once you start. So it's like, if I do one, it's how to not take the second one is a big. I don't know the word.
Oh, it's addictive.
Yeah.
It is. It's a drug.
Yeah. Yeah. So I did a few different. But once I arrived in Thailand, I had some cooked food. I had some tofu, and I had this little bit of curry, I guess, Thai dishes, and my symptoms, my body reacted very strong in the beginning. So yeah, doing mistakes. We learn from mistakes. Yeah.
It's all learning. It's all learning, you know. And you continued for a while when he broke the fast. He was feeling like you were feeling like weak, and you were I think a lot of it had to do with when you started your daily meditation practice. He's been how many months has it been? 4 months?
It's been. I'm very proud of.
Yeah, share, please.
Yeah, for the first time in my life I was able to commit for such a long time with consistency with my meditation. I've been meditating for 12 years, but I've not been meditating for 12 years. That's the problem.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now what I've done in I think it's four and a half. I think it's also 4.5 months. 4 or 5 months now. I've been meditating minimum 30 minutes a day. Most of the days more. Yeah, and that's made such a big difference in my stability and yeah, emotions, mental, physical for sure also.
I think it was a combination of him picking up that, and you're still detoxing when you break the fast, especially when you break it properly like he did. You're still detoxing, and he was starting to have, like, what's going on? I'm not. It's like in my opinion, and this happens with a lot of people. It happened with me on my really long juice fast or my long one that I did. Not as long as him. I kept telling him, beat my record, and and he did. but but sometimes you're kind of getting back into reality here, and when you're just breaking the fast with fruits, it's like you can get out there, like you can, and then you can feel some intense detoxing stuff too, right? And then you're like wanting to eat other things, but you're still you're gonna basically. Sometimes it takes time to kind of ground back in, and that's why I was like, at some point I was like, well, yeah, dude, like it's okay if you have some cooked, but just be careful. It's a slippery slope. I kept telling him at least have some raw first before you're cooked, like some raw greens first, so that it will push it out. But I feel like, yeah, it's a combination of your meditation practice, and you're always gonna keep detoxing after the fast, no matter what, And so sometimes it can be like you got to hold on tight, and sometimes it's like sometimes we're overdoing it. Like that one time when you told me, hey, you're overdoing it, I was like, all right, well, have some overdoing it physically, right?
Overdoing what?
Overdoing the exercise.
Oh, yeah.
Overdoing, like when your body's telling you need to rest, and we always, sometimes we don't listen to that. I think that was a big lesson.
Yeah, it was another scary experience. Like I had got this when I was lying down. My head, it felt like my head exploded.
Yeah.
When I was sleeping, and I woke up, and from my head kind of exploded, and I googled research on Google, and there is actually such a thing. What's it called? Head exploding syndrome, I think. Okay, yeah, it's a fair name, I guess. But yeah, overdoing the exercise and overdoing, like the same time I was eating quite heavy, like fats and proteins, although vegan, but
yeah. Vegan isn't always healthy. Vegan is not always healthy.
No.
And
it's not about veganism.
Yeah. No. It's about not cooking your food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
and more. But yeah.
but I wanted to say, I know it was probably not very clear from my end, but yeah, like don't get afraid. Sometimes during your fast and after the fast, you're gonna have some intense stuff happen. And he was like, "What the heck? I did all this work," and sometimes he was having a little bit of doubts, like we all do. And I was like, "Dude, no, you're good, man. It's just like, dude, you went out there, and it's gonna take some time for you to kind of get back to earth here, to get back to earth and like get used to it." And I was like, dude, and I was telling him before he started having the salads, I was like, yeah, bro, I think it's time to get on the salads. Make sure it's raw, at least stay raw for a while until you do the cooked. But I think he went a little cooked sooner than I wanted, but he went so far on the fruit, just with the fruit, that it's like, don't beat yourselves up. Just do the best you can. He did such a great job. I really have to congratulate him, and like he's had one of the most incredible transformations of the mind, body, spirit, the whole thing, like out of anyone that I know. And like, can I say you even had some like neurological stuff before, right? Which you healed a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, my nervous system like twitches, ticks. I don't know what the correct term is, but yeah, nervous system issues, and that have balanced quite a lot. Yeah,
incredibly.
yeah.
Incredibly.
I'm noticing also once I'm getting back on the cooked foods, they also come back slowly.
Yeah.
Uh,
Barely. This guy he was in a whole nother world. And again, I want to thank you so much for being authentic and very vulnerable here today.
I don't feel vulnerable.
Okay, I know you
But-
don't.
but
I know
thanks.
you don't,
Yeah.
man. But 26 minutes. Yeah, no, it's been such a joy and pleasure to know this guy and to become really good friends with him. And I've learned so much from this guy. He's like, I really, really respect you, David.
You need to learn my name.
Yeah, I know. But I really.
You called me David all along, so
I know.
now
I know,
I'm
and
trying to change this.
Yeah, I know. Trying to trick you. Yeah, I'm getting annihilated by the bugs out here. You can tell his meditation practice. He's just not. I'm just. But no, it's really not that hard to change your life. Do what it takes, guys. Whatever that is, you can change your life. And sometimes it might seem outlandish and more difficult at first, but it really wasn't. I mean, is it really that hard? Now you're just not doing it again. I mean, you've done probably harder things in your life. I know I've done harder things in my life than drinking juices, right?
Yeah. Actually, I wouldn't say that this is the hardest thing I've done in my life. No. Yeah, the water fast was hard. Only 21 days.
21 days. Only. So humble. I love it.
No, it's
Hardcore.
that. I'm terrified of doing that again. So
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah. And it's not only about fat. I'm trying to come up with another example of that was more difficult than this has been, but I can't remember. I had some memory the other day, but
It's all good. We don't need to come up with it.
no.
Nothing. But it isn't that hard. It really isn't. And because you're getting all the nourishment you need, more nutrition than you've ever gotten in your life,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But and you were drinking. How much do you typically drink? How much was I? I was saying what, 4 to 6 liters a day?
Yeah, I think I was 5 to 7 more.
5 to 7. I mean, guys, you can go longer when you drink more juices, and the detoxing won't. That's part of why his detoxing wasn't as intense as what in my opinion, what I've seen and with his symptoms and with what I've seen in other people and what I've experienced in myself. That's why I was like telling him, I was like, dude, I would drink 6 liters. I think I said 4 to 6 liters, at least 5. But yeah, I mean, go for it, guys. Go for it. Yeah, it's so incredible. It's so fun, and I've been pretty much joining you this time again. But I've been eating fruit at night. But I will be back 100% juices with you.
I'm looking
soon.
forward.
I can't wait. And what else can I say? He has a YouTube, Juicy View on Life. I love the name.
I have a little channel. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but and it's a long time ago, or it's 6 months ago. I put up a video, but just something fun.
Yeah, check them out. Check them out. It's good to see people on their process. Like, that's why I started my channel. You can see how just I was not there. I was not healed in my body. I was not healed anywhere, really. And then you can see where we come. So yeah,
it's fun to see the process, and you learn a lot by watching it. Like,
totally.
Before and after pictures. Yeah, and I have maybe we can talk about, or my eyes has changed also.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. I was actually looking at his Iridology pictures a month and a half ago. Again,
Yeah.
I looked at the beginning, and then I looked a month and a half ago, and I was like, bro, it looks like on the testicle region. I was like, it looks like you have literally some sometimes when you do really deep work, you have actual healing lines where you have more trabecular fibers, like more strength in the fibers of the eyes. We're actually straightening out right in the region of his of the iridology chart, which is that area. And he was like, yeah. And I was under the impression that that didn't clear up until way after the fast, but you just said that it happened during the fast. I wasn't aware of that. Wow.
Yeah, it happened in the body. It happened on the testicle. It happened during the fast, not in the eye that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that works.
Yeah. No, it happens real time in the eye once it's healed. But we hadn't looked at his pictures for a year, or almost a year. So when you take the pictures of the eyes, it shows you real time what's going on lymphatically in your body. So. Yeah.
Such a fascinating knowledge, this Iridology.
It's really cool. It's really, really cool. So yeah, check him out on his YouTube if he continues that. That would be cool if he does. If not, and what else can we say? If you need my help, hit me up. rawvibranthealth@gmail.com. I promise my website's coming soon. It's coming, and yeah, of course, if you had some fruit today, give us a big thumbs up. If you like this beautiful, sweet, tender soul, give us a like.
Wow.
Subscribe to my channel if you like this sort of thing. I'm going to have more of these success stories because I really haven't had a lot of them out here, but there's so many that I'm really going to bring on more people and show you guys more of this this little thing. And yeah, subscribe and all that. And anything else you want to share?
No excuses.
Get on the juices. Yes. Love you, brother.
Yeah, I love you too. Yeah, good times.
Good times.
And more to come.
More to come. All right, we're getting bit up, and this is getting long for the. Oh, I only have 10 seconds to look at a video, people.